What is the foundation for success? Stay tuned to this video because I'm going to walk you through something absolutely critical. I just learned, and I'm reading this book by Dean Graziosi. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend you read Millionaire's Success Habits. I am learning so much and filling in the gaps of my understanding. Now, as a mindset coach, I already have an excellent base level through a program called Thinking into Results. So stay tuned today. I'm going to give you the foundation for success. And once you learn and apply this, and by the way, I'll give you the link and how to find it and all of that. At the very end, you'll be able to go and take this exercise and go change your life and others' lives with this information.
My name is Kevin Yoder, mindset coach and creator of the Inner Game of Achievement. I help people improve their patterns of thought so that they can terminate those limiting beliefs, boost their confidence, and accomplish their most inspiring goals for life and business.
So I had this book on my shelf for probably 5 years, and it's interesting because if you look at my bookshelf, I'm sure many, you'll find that there's books that we start and we don't actually finish. Now this one, I don't know why I didn't finish it, but when I got back into it, because I was listening to a podcast between Dean Graziosi and Ed Milet, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and he mentioned something in there, and I had to jump right back in the book, pull it off my shelf, blow the dust off, and say, holy, this is really powerful. So not only did I read it, that exact thing I was listening to in the podcast, but then I applied it, and I've been sharing it with my coaching clients, and I'm sharing it with you here today. This is something called, he calls it the foundation for all success. This exercise, and it's called the 7 levels deep. The 7 levels deep. He starts off in this chapter by saying that he was visited by a consultant. He hired a consultant, and this guy sat down with him and said, okay, there's something I want to help consult with in your business. And Dean just said, just give me the brass tacks. Get right down to business with me, Joe. And Joe said, well, before I do that, let me walk you through a process called 7 levels. And Dean's kind of like a get right down to it and roll his sleeves up and get busy guy. I'm kind of the same way. But he insisted that he walks him through this. And he simply asked him a question. He said, why am I here? Dean, why am I here? What's the reason why I'm here today? What is it you want me to help you with? And he told him that because he has a coaching program that his clients will learn and apply, but then some of them won't. They'll learn the information, but then they won't actually go out and apply it. And so for him, it was super important that he figured out a way to be able to take that information and help his students get it in the head and more importantly in the heart so they can go out in the world and take action on it. But he wasn't able to do that. So that's what he was there for. And he said, okay, great. Thanks so much, Dean. So what I'm hearing from you is that your students aren't always applying what you're teaching. Boy, that resonates with me too. And he said, yeah. He said, well, I have a question for you. What's important to you about that? The Dean thought for a minute about that. He said, well, what's important about that is that because I feel like I have information that can change the world. I feel like if everybody learned what I've learned over the last 30 years of my life, he said, then my gosh, what an impact I can have on the world. And that is amazing. And that's what I want my life to be about, he said. And he said, well, that's great. So why do you want to help your students? And so he went on and went on and he went on. And then what he went on for is 7 levels deep. And that's the heart of this thing, is realizing that when you're going from your head, you're going to give that in the first 3 or 4 answers. But when you can move down and every time you give an answer, ask it again. Ask yourself a question again. It's best to have someone else give you this exercise. Sit down with a friend or a mentor or someone that you really truly trust is not going to judge you and ask you the questions. What are you looking to accomplish? Why do you want success? Okay, great. What's important to you about that? Now listen, when you get down to the 7th level, 6 or 7, if you're not almost in tears, you're staying in your head. You have to give this some serious thought. This is super important. This might be the most important exercise you've ever done in your life. Because when you get down to the 7, now you're in your heart. So Dean, he said to him at the very end, he said, Dean, thank you for sharing this, but I have to ask you, why is it important? Because he shared something about his children, okay? He said he wanted his children to be able to choose where they want to go to school and have choices he didn't have as a poor child. And he said, Dean, thank you for sharing this. And this is what your mentor or your friend should do for you. If you don't have somebody to walk you through this exercise, reach out to me. I'll be the one. I'll just grab a Zoom with you and I'll walk you through it because it is that powerful. What I want from me, I want for you. It's life-changing. Why is it important that your children have choices, he asked him. And he said, my true why emerged like a miracle. It just flew out of my mouth. I said, because I want to be in control. He said, before that moment, I never really talked about wanting to be in control. He never felt that surge of passion run through him at his core. He realized at that moment what his whole life was about. He realized that why he wanted to go to the next level in his business, because all of his life he had been out of control. And now he doesn't want anybody to tell him what to do, who to do it with, how long to do it, the manner in which it should be done. He wants to be in absolute control, not a control freak, but he wants to be in control. So this exercise at the very end brought him to tears, and he realized, that's it. I want to be in control of my life. And I bet If you're listening to this video and you stayed with me for 7 minutes, you also feel the same way. So this 7-level deep exercise is the foundation to all success. Is probably the most important millionaire success habit that anyone can develop. I advocate for goal setting, big, massive, beautiful goals. And perhaps, and these are the type of goals that actually move you to take action. They inspire you, they get you out of bed early in the morning before your alarm clock goes off. You can't stand it but to get up and go to work on your goals. But now that I went through the 7-level exercise, perhaps I haven't been going deep enough with my clients. Perhaps I haven't gone deep enough with myself. And I believe now that it is the 7 levels that allow us to get down to the heart of the matter, because I could say, I don't know, let's just say that someone says, what do you want? I'll say, well, I want a whatever, oceanfront home. Well, what's important to you about that, Kevin? Well, I want the oceanfront home because, and then there's the answer there, and then there's another answer, another level. 7 levels is pretty deep. When you get down to the bottom of it, you're going to get a why. And this is the important part. That is going to allow you to grab a hold of it every single day. And it'll be more important than this. It'll be something that will get you through the tough times. It'll be something that you can look to pull you through when things are going pretty badly, when a business deal goes south, when a sales call goes badly, when you get hung up on, when a deal falls apart, when you are out of money, when you're lacking funding, when someone quits and leaves you high and dry. The list goes on and on and on. You grab a hold of that why, and it's bigger than the money. It's bigger than anything that is totally outside of yourself, because it's that important. That's what's going to get you through it and see you through to the next moment of opportunity and allow you to do that each and every time when you reach for that why. I hope this has served you today. If you like this video and you want to learn more about going 7 levels deep or how to break down those limiting beliefs, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm looking to grow my channel, and every time you do that, yeah, it's a favor. I'm asking you that right now. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm, so that not only will you get to see more of this content, which is important if you stuck with me for 9 minutes now, but also other people get to see this and benefit from things like the 7 levels. Now, down below, I'm going to put a link to the 7 levels exercise. There's an app through iOS. You can get it there. Just look up 7 levels deep. But the link below is right to it. I did it on my laptop because I wanted to be able to save it right to my desktop, and I can pull it up every single day, and I've been doing that. You'll do the same, okay? So go to 7levelsdeep.com. The link is below. If you'd like to learn more about this, go ahead and grab a call with me, and I'll add a link to my calendar down below, and we'll just go through a breakthrough strategy session, 20 minutes, and I'll be able to help you uncover what you're looking to accomplish and help you get there faster than ever before. God bless. We'll see you soon.